So in the next 6 months or so, I not only have to get my driver's license renewed, this will be the first year the truck has to go through the state inspection. In Missouri, if your truck is, or your vehicle is over 10 years old, you have to go through state inspection. So the last time I had to get a license plate, it was 9 years old, and now it's 11 years old, because you can buy 2-year license plates. So this will be the first year it has to get inspected. And it needs brakes. And I mean, it's not like so bad I can't stand it, but I don't think it will pass the inspection because they're so, getting too thin on the front. And I've changed brakes many times in my history, but I've been dreading doing this. It's got a 4-piston. There's 4 pistons that push the brake pads. You got 2 on each side, 2 pistons. Whereas a regular brake pad is kind of a float system. It kind of floats around. The caliper does. So you take the caliper off, you pop out the brake pads, put new brake pads on, put the caliper back on. Now I know somebody's going to say, you need to replace those rotors too. Well, I think the rotors are fine. I just need to get this to pass inspection. I don't think the rotors will fail. And if they do, then I'll just do them over. But that's more work that I don't think we really need. And I've been checking them pretty close. The back brakes look okay, I think. And they're pads also. So I ordered some from Amazon. High quality. I think they're AC Delco or something. It's got all the hardware. And these, they say, is just easier to replace. You don't even have to take the caliper off. You take out 2 pins that you kind of have to drive out. They kind of get stuck in there, but you drive out the 2 pins. You take this little spring thing off. You take a crowbar and literally just push the pads back into position. To spread it out. Take the pads off, put new pads in. And that's all there is to it. They don't even snap in, they just sit there. So I should be able to do this. I mean, my goodness, I work on lawnmowers. It shouldn't be that hard. But I have dreaded it. Just a new thing that you got to learn. And if you mess up, that's the big thing. In my life, I've always had pretty much 2 cars. And this is the first time in my life I ever only had one. So if it goes down, I don't have anything. And, you got the tire off. You got the brake off. That means you got to tow it over to the mechanic, and he's like a half a mile away. So if I mess up, I'm towing it over there. But I don't think I'll mess this up. And I will say that AI is a big help. I asked AI last night for videos because it's so hard to find videos for this truck. I don't know why. And it gave me 3, and they were really good and all 3 of them were pretty consistent. So I think I learned quite a bit in the video. It's brakes. It can't be that hard. It didn't look that hard either. And then, so that's, the inspection is in January. Well, I got to get the new license plate in January. And then I got to get a driver's license in October. Now, that should not be a big deal. Except I have lost my eyesight in my right eye. Everything says I'll be fine. As long as I can see the red dot on my peripheral. And as far as being able to see things, my peripheral is a heck of a lot better than straight on vision. So, as long as I can see that red dot, I should be okay. So, I don't think it's going to be an issue, but I got to get that done soon. And the other thing that had me worried was I didn't know if I was going to need my birth certificate. Birth certificate was burned up in the fire, so I got to get a new birth certificate. And that's a process, from what I understand. And I've been trying to research it. Nothing should be this hard, and that's just what's so frustrating is, you got all this. You got to go through government agency after government agency after government agency just so you can do something that you've done all your life. I have driven all my life since I was 16 years old, and I got to go through all these hoops. So anyway, I think right now since, okay, October, so I can get my driver's license right now. My concern is what the state of Missouri was thinking about doing. If the new bill, the voting rights bill, had passed the Senate in Washington, I think Missouri was thinking about converting the state over to an ID system to match the requirements of this voter ID system, which in that case I would have needed my birth certificate to get a driver's license. So I would have had to go figure that out. But since it didn't pass, and I don't think it's going to pass within the next 2 months, of course I intend to go get my driver's license as soon as I think the lawnmower repair business is slowed down enough. So probably September-ish, early September, late August, something like that. And then I'll go get my driver's license. But I don't need all that stuff now. I don't need the birth certificate. That was my biggest problem. So I have everything I need. Social Security card. I had to get a new one of those. Got that. So I think I got everything. But everything's, I just can't stand all this jumping through hoops. And the thing is there are people in the world now, like New York, who want more government, more control over their lives. Right now, Wisconsin is getting ready to vote into a governor, it looks like, who wants to control everybody's lives, and she's very open about it. I'm not going to use the word because I don't know how the algorithm would happen, but so we are voting people in. Here's what's frustrating. In the 90s, I was on a submarine with nuclear missiles. And my job was, on the submarine, I was a machinist mate. But the job of the submarine was to nuclear deterrence from a communist country. We could not, according to everything I understood, let communists spread throughout the world. So we defeated it. It's gone. And then within my lifetime, it spread to us even though we defeated it. It's like, oh well, forget about that. Let's continue. Let's just do it here. I mean, why not? It's just, and so more control. Now, what I don't understand is nobody. I don't think I've ever met anybody that loves the DMV. Oh, let's go to the DMV. We'll sit down. We'll have a nice chat with everybody. Drink coffee. It'll be great. Everybody hates it. Everybody hates it. Now imagine doing that with every aspect of your life. Going to the grocery store. You got, all these regulations you got to follow just to pick up a loaf of bread. Make sure all the forms are filled out. Make sure ID is correct. Make sure you got 2 forms of address identification. You're going to have all that. In order to cross from state to state, you're going to have, show me your papers. I mean, it's my understanding, and I haven't went to California since I was in the military, so it's my understanding that you can't even cross into California now without getting your car inspected for vegetables. And this country was never designed for that. Oh, I know that people absolutely agree that we need to get our vegetables looked at because we can't be spreading bugs. It's the United States. We should work together to determine what bugs are going to harm California and, eliminate that problem instead of me having to give up my rights to travel freely through the United States. I don't know. I went to Canada one time back in the early 2000s. And you had all that, give me your papers. And back then I had to have my birth certificate and, all that government regulation. And think about it, PBS. I don't know who gets PBS, but PBS is a public TV station. And it is such a boring channel. Boring. So, okay, let's take a boring channel and make them all like that. I don't think people understand what will happen. We have enough government regulations over us right now that all you got to do is look at the government regulations we currently have and think, how can we really want more of that? We want more of that at the grocery store. We want more of that to go get a job. I mean, all you really need to do is look at AI and just say, how did it work in the Soviet Union? And it tells you how horrible it was. As a matter of fact, it was so bad, it was so controlling, that when it finally crashed, people didn't know how to survive. Every aspect of their life was dictated to them. And they had no idea how to be a human being and walk the planet freely. They just couldn't figure it out. I can't imagine not being able to determine if I want to eat bread today. Well, there's a thing. I know there's a lot of people in my audience that are carnivorous, like me. You know, we only eat meat. But as soon as you turn this into that type of society, they're going to eliminate us eating meat. We won't be able to eat meat no more. That means I got to eat all vegetables. And that means I lose my other eye. And that means then I get to go to the doctor and they're going to say, well, you know what? You're not worth saving. So like Canada, we'll put you on an assisted, I don't know what words I can use here on the internet. But they will help you pass on into the afterlife. I mean, and it's apparently getting pretty bad in Canada. I mean, people with like hangnails they're like, okay, it's time for you to go. Because the government can't afford to take care of everybody, so let's just get rid of them. And I don't see how people don't see it. I just don't get it. How do you not see that's what's going to happen? And the thing is, you know, people will say, well, it's going to be democratic. It's going to be so much better than anywhere else in the world because we'll get to vote. We'll get to decide. Okay. So look at New York. This is what's supposed to happen. So they decide they want new grocery stores and they want new things. And so one of the actors that lived there got taxed real hard. I mean, they just took nearly all of his money. And he lost his mind. He voted for the guy. Now it's like, oh, no, I can't afford that. What are you doing? You're taking all my money. So what are they doing? They're moving. They're moving out of California, moving out of New York, and they're going to Florida and Texas. Of course, they're going to spread their disease over to those, but they don't want what they asked for. So now they're moving. So now who pays for all this? And that's why the Soviet Union collapsed. Nobody wanted to pay for it. It's so bad in California, I think they're getting ready to pass a law that if you move out of California, you will owe California taxes. You will have to have like this moving tax. They're going to tax you to move out of California because they can't lose that revenue. So, you know, everybody's just going to, all the rich people that, you know, that we're supposed to be funding all these programs, they think that's what's going to happen. I mean, think about this. $36 trillion in debt. That's what the United States is in debt to. And there are not enough billionaires to pay it off. Even if every billionaire, including Elon Musk, there are not enough billionaires to pay off the debt. So who says that the rich people are going to be able to fund even more debt? It's interesting because I don't even think people understand math. I remember there was a New York mayor. I think he owns a newspaper. Anyway, and he had put money into his campaign. And one of the media personalities, I don't remember all the specifics, it's been a long time, said, well, why is he doing that? If he just gave everybody a chunk of his money, whatever he put into his campaign, everybody would get $1,000. And it wasn't even close. I mean, their math wasn't even coming close. Let's say it was, no, everybody get $1 or something like that. So people don't understand math. They can't even do simple addition and division and multiplication. And so when you say Elon Musk has $1 trillion, oh my gosh, he's rich. To what? The national debt? The GDP? He's not all that rich. I know somebody's going to argue with me, but he's really not all that rich, especially with the plans he has in place. And as far as cash, I mean, he doesn't have any cash. And I don't know. People are just oblivious, and they think the trillionaires and the billionaires are going to support them, and it's not going to work that way. Instead of getting steaks at the grocery store, you're going to get a slice of bread. History has said it so many times. You cannot vote your way into a better society if you're taking the resources from somebody else, because that somebody else has a say so also. They'll stop working. So if you'll click this up next box, take the video over to my other channel, Lord, appreciate it, go check it out. So if I can inspire you, I don't know where I was going with this. Live off grid so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.